Hey, good morning. I'm Patricia Murphy. It's Monday. This is Seattle Now. In Seattle, when you find things you think the city should fix, there's an app to let them know. And there are a lot of requests. So we got curious about how it all works and ended up on a cleanup run with the Find It, Fix It team. More on that in a minute. But first, let's get you caught up. It's an important fundraising week for KUOW and Seattle Now. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday, an annual day of giving to support nonprofits like KUOW. And when you donate to KUOW, you give the gift of award-winning journalism to the entire community. The link to give is in the show notes, and thanks from the entire Seattle Now team. We're approaching another milestone for light rail service with 3 new stations about to open up. Beginning this Saturday, the one line will finally reach downtown Federal Way with stops on the border of Kent Des Moines and Star Lake. The ribbon-cutting ceremony begins at 9:30 Saturday morning, followed by a celebration that features food trucks, giveaways, and live performances. By the way, block off 50 minutes if you're traveling from Federal Way to downtown Seattle, and maybe pack a raincoat. And hey, it's December. There is a lot of holiday stuff going on right now. The Seattle Christmas Market is in full swing at Seattle Center, which offers a European Christmas experience with artisan vendors, food, and drinks. If you want to see some lights, Wild Lanterns is back at Woodland Park Zoo, featuring larger-than-life animal-themed lanterns. You can also check out zoo lights at the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium in Tacoma. Volunteer Park will be lit up and decked out on Thursday night for a holiday celebration from 6 to 8 p.m. with live music and free holiday refreshments. And if caroling is your thing, the 40th annual Great Figgy Pudding Caroling Competition is this Saturday at Pike Place Market, beginning at noon. It's free, but if you want to vote in the competition, make sure to bring a food donation. Our evening headline show is back this week, so check back for more headlines on tonight's episode of Seattle Now. Maybe it's the pothole that you hit every morning on the way to work, or a trash pile, or an encampment that somehow keeps growing. If you've lived here long enough, at one time or another, you've probably looked around this city and thought somebody needs to do something about this. There's actually a pretty efficient way to let the city know. For more than a decade, the Find It, Fix It app has helped Seattleites get in touch with requests to address issues around the city. And there are a lot of requests. Tell me about your top requests from the Find It, Fix It app.
Top requests, like most interesting or most popular?
Oh, wow. Give me both in your preference. That's Katie Harmston from the City of Seattle's Customer Service Department. She helps manage the massive amount of requests that come in.
Well, the top request is definitely unauthorized encampments. And I would say the most interesting ones, off the top of my head, someone was trying to build a skate park in Green Lake. They were loading up concrete on an inflatable raft.
Really?
And trying to build a skate park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I'm assuming that went to some department.
Parks.
She says there were more than 300,000 requests into the city as of mid-October, and Find It, Fix It is by far the most popular way to send them in.
If you're out in the city, you see something you want to report, you can do it any time of the day. You could do it at midnight. You don't have to wait for business hours.
But you don't need an app. You can also call people like Katie at the Customer Service Department, which you should absolutely do for more urgent requests. Katie's department makes sure your request gets to the city agency equipped to take care of it.
It all goes into one system, and that one system we route from there. So whether you call us, send the Find It, Fix It, send on seattle.gov, it's going to go to the same place and be routed the same way.
Okay. According to the Seattle Times, the number of people reporting homeless encampments increased 66% this year over the same period last year. When someone reports an encampment in particular, who follows up? What happens next?
So the Unified Care Team, they will take a look at the report, triage it out in the field. Sometimes they'll contact us if there's more to it than just an encampment.
And that is the team the city's put together that has a little social services attached to it?
Correct.
Okay. What about every other request? Once I send it in, what do you do with it?
So each category or each request is designed differently depending on how the department does their work. So, for example, if you were to file a service request for a pothole, that's going to get to Seattle Department of Transportation. In about 3 business days, they're going to respond to that. If it's graffiti or illegal dumping, and you file it in the Find It, Fix It app, they will give you a response. It's about 10 business days until you receive a response.
We wanted to see for ourselves, so the Seattle Now team tagged along as the city addressed a report of illegal dumping on Beacon Hill. We rode along as the team that handles illegal dumping requests found it and fixed it.
Yeah, I'm John Stias. I'm the Program and Policy Manager for SPU's Clean City Division.
Okay, what are we doing today?
We are going to see the full life cycle of a service request at SPU. So we've got a couple of service requests that were submitted for illegal dumping out in the field. So we're going to start by going out and visiting the site, speaking to the inspector that'll generally be the one going out there and taking a look at the specific item and illegal dumping. And then we'll actually see our contractor come and pick up the item today. So the full life cycle of the SR.
Okay, now, a couple of questions. Illegal dumping, pretty popular in the city. You don't have to go too far to see something that probably shouldn't be where it is. How many requests? What does your day normally look like, I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, each inspector will have dozens of requests, and on average, over the last 4 full years, we've received about 24,000 service requests for illegal dumping each year.
Wow. Okay, now we're going to go out and see the full life cycle of this event. Is this how it normally goes? Tell me about the process as it normally goes.
On average, we collect the service requests, collect the illegal dumped items in about 7 days, 7 business days. So our internal timeline is to make sure we collect all those within 10 days. So we meet that at about a 96% clip. So we're really proud of that. And obviously some items are a lot easier to collect and a lot easier to locate, so we'll pick them up a lot sooner than 7 days, but that's the average timelines. But these items range from a couple bags of trash on the side of the road to full-on couches and refrigerators and large-scale appliances.
Where are we headed to again?
We're going to Beacon Ave. There's a couple of spots along Beacon Ave that are hot spots for illegal dumping.
It's pretty wild because there's a lot of people in the city, which obviously generates a lot of trash. But how should people think about illegal dumping in the city, about the landscape of detritus that surrounds us?
Well, that's why we do our best to not only help the problem by collecting those items, but also to educate the community on how to dispose of things appropriately, and also to, as I mentioned, reach out to us when there are things in their community they would like collected, because we know that litter and illegal dumping begets litter and illegal dumping. So all of us have passed a corner that has a couch on it that says free that clearly no one's going to want.
Oh, yeah.
So we discourage folks from doing that very, very strongly, but we do our part that when it does occur, we go pick it up.
Yeah, nothing sadder than a couch in the rain.
That's right.
Nobody wants a free wet couch, man.
Yeah.
It's too bad. It's too bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's go check it out, see what we can find.
I would assume this is our item right here.
Oh, look at that. This is a good example of what I see a lot of around the city. There's a box spring here. Again, good intentions, maybe free one day, ruined the next. How should people dispose of items like box springs and mattresses?
Yeah, so you can schedule special item pickup through SPU's Solid Waste Division. Here we go. Here's our contractor right here.
Oh, all right. So another city department rolling up here.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, who are you with here?
South Elm Grove.
Okay, do you go out during the day and pick stuff up?
Yes, we do.
Tell me about your day today.
Today, it wasn't more of a pickup. It was going to several different encampment areas and doing litter and abatement rounds.
What do you think the weirdest thing you've ever picked up off the street is?
Doing this for over 5 years, everything becomes normal. Honestly, everything becomes normal.
So nothing shocks you. What do you tell new guys on the job?
Expect the worst.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you
'Cause-
see a lot out there.
Because you'll know if your stomach will be able to take it or not.
Really?
Especially with all the different smells and that are out there. And I mean, we're exposed to all kinds of rodents and animals that are out there at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all out there in these streets, man. All right. All right. Well, you're going to do this job,
Yep.
right? All right. This one's the easy one.
Yeah, this one's the easy one.
Unless there's bed bugs, how do you know?
We don't.
You don't.
But we also know that we need to make sure that we change our clothes on a daily.
So that's something you do as part of your work thing. You just strip down.
On a daily.
Yeah.
And we try not to interchange our gloves with other things.
Yeah. That's just precautions on
Yep.
the job. So you're the inspector?
Yes, I'm one of the
Tell me about what
inspectors.
you do.
Every day we get a list of service requests, as we call them. And the nice thing about it is everything is real time. And let me just log on here real quick.
This is where we are right now.
where we are
So
right
I
now.
can see it showing up on your iPad here. What an interesting interface. It just gives you all the details. That's the service request.
That's a service request.
Same box spring.
Same box here. So it just makes it a lot easier for us. We're not guessing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you attach a photo, it makes it a lot easier for everybody. If there wasn't any picture in there, for example, then I'll take a photo and then I will attach it to the complaint. And then by the time these guys, our contractors, get it, then they'll know what they're getting, right? There's
Yeah.
no wild goose chase, no guessing.
So these guys get the information and then they go out and just take care of the requests that you have
Once we've
inspected.
determined that it goes to them, to our contractors, it's a drop-down thing, and then they'll get the information via email to their office. We then send it to the crew out in the field.
What can you encounter that might mean it's something different?
For example, it might be on another city agency property, like City Light property or Parks Department. We're not necessarily going to clean up their properties. They have their own crews and things like that. So, or it might be on private property. We don't clean up on private property. So
Sure.
it should go to SDCI, which is the Department of Construction and Inspection. They deal with anything like junk storage and accumulation of garbage on private property.
Now you guys are out in the field. You're going to grab this box spring. Where are you taking it? You're just piling it in your truck for the day?
We're taking it to the transfer station.
How many pounds do you think you collect every day?
It can be anywhere between 2,000 to 10,000.
Jeez, that's a lot of box springs, mattresses, TVs, and trash. Okay, all right.
Especially if you have pianos.
Have you had pianos?
Yes.
But not often, right?
Not often.
Okay.
But
We
they're
should
there.
play piano. All right. All right, I'm going to get out of your way, let you do your job. The guys quickly lifted and tossed the discarded Queen box spring into a truck with the confidence of a crew that does this often, all day long. Another day on the job, another mattress. Have you been harassed?
We have.
Really? Oh, probably in an encampment situation. That's a dangerous job sometimes, I would imagine.
At times.
Yeah.
Because it's all they have, so they don't want to get rid
Yeah.
of what they have.
Of
So-
course. That's a tricky situation.
So in that case, we'll have to negotiate with them, and then we'll allow them to have some of the items,
Wow.
just so we can.
That's hard. That's hard. There's some humanity going on there. That's hard. What's your perspective of the city after doing this job? Do you drive around like seeing all this shit you're going to have to pick up?
It has its days.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my days off, I see more garbage than I would like to see, but that's because, when we're doing that all day, you're trained to just do that
Yeah.
throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for keeping our city cleaner.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. All right, so this is picked up. It's
then
headed over to the
they'll
transfer
close
station.
it on their end, right? You'll notify your office that it's done. You'll attach a photo before and after, and then they'll send us a list of the work they've completed for the day.
Yeah.
And then we'll close it on our end. Again, the complainant will get a notification that your
Taken
items have
care
been
of.
removed. So there's a lot of feedback throughout the whole system. That's really the fun, the cool part of this system. There's
Yeah.
always notification and feedback to whoever made a complaint.
Personally, I have used the Find It, Fix It app quite frequently.
Good.
It has been great.
Good.
It has been great. I know I'm not supposed to take sides, but I take sides on action, and
Glad
it
to
has
hear
been
that.
helpful.
That's great. We love that feedback.
Yeah, no,
Let us
it's
know.
really-
Let us know if it's good, if it's bad. We want to hear both sides. We always want to improve too. So if someone has a bad experience, don't hesitate to share that with SPU. We're always trying to get better.
Yeah. Do you get feedback? Do you send the, we took care of it. Do they send the, hey, thank you for taking care of it?
Sometimes they do. They take the time to call us and let us know that, hey, appreciate the quick response.
Yeah,
And we,
yeah.
like John said, we take pride on that. So
Great.
it's a very
Cool.
good system.
Well, thank you for letting us tag along today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole team's here. Look at this, the whole process.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us the
Yeah.
opportunity to share our story. Appreciate it.
Back in the studio, we had more questions for Katie Harmston. All right, if I'm an impatient person, how long should I wait before I get impatient with the Find It, Fix It app?
A lot of requests are automatically routed to the department, and they'll give you a response of what to expect. If you haven't received an email and you've entered your email address in the Find It, Fix It app, 3 business days, if you've heard crickets, I would give us a call, 206-684-CITY. And we'll look up your service request numbers and see what's going on. And sometimes, like, for example, with the potholes, you'll get a response with a link to the pothole map. And all you have to do is enter the address and see if it's been worked on. So you might not get, like, the "it's been resolved" in an email, but you at least have the resource to check of if it's been resolved.
That probably goes a long way. Before I let you go, what do you think you have learned about the city in your job?
I think most people, at least the people that use the Find It, Fix It app or give us a call, just want to live in a beautiful place, respecting their neighbors, and are trying to find a way to have the city help keep that. So, keep the trash off the street, the graffiti off the wall. Can you help me with an issue with my neighbor that I'm having? We'll talk people through that, where they can contact. And I just think, most people are really good people, and they're just trying to figure out a way to resolve usually a little issue to make it better.
It gives people some agency.
Definitely. You're not sitting and waiting. You're not sitting and waiting for a city official or employee to walk around and fix it. You're walking around, you see it, you take a picture and send it in.
Yeah. Katie Harmston, Deputy Division Director of Customer Service at the City of Seattle. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me. This was wonderful.
Appreciate you listening to Seattle Now, and thanks to our generous donors for your support. Help us out by clicking the link in the show notes and following and rating the show on your podcast app. Today's episode was produced by Brooklyn Jamerson Flowers. It was edited by Caroline Chamberlain Gomez. Our production team also includes Vaughn Jones, Andy Hurst, and Paige Browning. Greg Kramer does our theme music. Seattle Now and KUOW Public Radio are members of the NPR network. I'm Patricia Murphy. See you soon.